have some beliefs. Your belief should be linked to the word in the right way, i.e. your belief should be true. And the truth of that belief should be a matter of epistemic work. Recall Getty's problem, Getty's counterexamples. You know something, you believe something, your belief is justified, you have good evidence for that, your belief even is true, but still you don't know something. You don't know that. I think you can recall even Russell's example, because I don't believe that Getty really made a new problem. The problem was known, and it was known even from the time of Plato. You look at the clock, it shows 11:30. As a matter of fact, the time is 11:30, but the clock is not working. So accidentally you came at 11:30 in, and you saw that the clock shows 11:30. You have good evidence that you know the time, because the clock usually works properly. Just today, it's just that. So you have good evidence. You're looking at clock. You're reading clock. Clock shows 11:30. The time is actually 11:30. So your belief is true. Your belief is justified. You have justified true belief. Do you know that time is 11:30? No, it's just because by accident you came at exactly 11:30 in. So at any other time you had, if you have come in, you would have. If you had come in, you would have seen a different thing. So you have a justified true belief, which is not knowledge. We knew this from ancient time, I think. Getty had made it explicit. But the items playing significant role in knowledge are belief, truth, support, what Plantinga called warrant, and in a sense, lack of luck. No, you should not. The truth that you get should not be pure result of luck. Okay, it should be supported in an unlucky way. Okay, now consider desires. Okay, desires are fulfilled, are satisfied. Okay, but satisfaction of desire can occur in different ways. You can succeed in fulfilling your desire by luck, accidentally. And you can work hard to fulfill your desire, and you succeed. So you have kind of same items. Desire, fulfilled desires, and lack of luck in fulfilling your desire. If someone fulfills his or her own desire in such a way, Morton calls this accomplishment. The person has accomplished something. You can succeed without accomplishing anything, because it's just a matter of accident. You have got what you wanted, but it's not accomplishment. Accomplishment is a concept like knowledge. In knowledge, you want your beliefs to be hooked up, to be right in a sense, to get the reality in a strong fashion. In accomplishment, you want your desires get realized in an unlucky, strong way. This is what constitutes accomplishment. So you have accomplishment and knowledge. And Morton thinks, if you make this analogy, what is important in rationality in many cases is accomplishing. You should accomplish something. And accomplishment, now you can almost see different pieces of the picture. Accomplishment is defined, is introduced by the way the desires get fulfilled in a robust sense. And this phenomenon itself is tied up with virtues. People who accomplish more often are people who possess some virtues. Okay. I ignore Lockhart's problem. If we have time, we come back to it. It's a problem for that. Okay. What I said Morton's view has a positive side and negative side. The negative side is there's no unified concept of rationality. The positive side is that you should work with virtues to understand rationality. Okay. I said I want to explain the negative side first. Okay, the negative side says no conception of rationality. How? In fact, Morton relies upon the literature on analytic philosophy in the last 3 decades after Donnellan, Putnam, Kripke, and other people called externalism, broadly speaking, referentialism, other names for the same thing. Morton thinks that what we have learned from analytic philosophy in terms of externalism in the last 3 decades shows us that there is no uniform, it doesn't prove, it shows us that there is no uniform conception of rationality. Okay, how? Okay, what is externalism? Externalism, I said there is a debate about nature of knowledge, externalism, internalism. Externalists think that knowledge is an externalist concept. What does it mean? It means that it's something that the relevant factors, do not supervene on the internal word of the agent, whatever it means. But let me give you an example. I talked about externalism about knowledge, but you have externalism about evidence, externalism about justification, and other forms. I'm not talking about them, but they are just kind of a network of concepts, all called externalism. Okay, the idea is this. According to standard internalist conception of knowledge, for me to have knowledge that a plant is in front of me, I should have first of all, the idea that there's a plant in front of me should be true. Second of all, I should have evidence for that. No, I see that. And I should be justified in that. Justification here means more like having good reason. I have good reason for that. No, internally speaking, I have good reason for that. Recall the example of Goldman, classic example. You are traveling. You see some barns across the road. Okay. You point at one of these barns and say, "This is a barn." In fact, this is a barn. And what you have said is right. You have justified belief, which is true. It's justified because you have internally good reasons to believe that. You see that. So we should say you have knowledge. Now add to this scenario this. The only barn which is real was the one that you pointed out. All other barns were fake. They were fake barns. They just look like barn. Okay. Accidentally, you just pointed out the right one, the real one, and said this is a barn. But you could have pointed at any of other things that are not barn. They just look like barn. Question. In this second scenario, when all barns, 99% of them are fake, and only one of them that you actually pointed at is the right one, what's your intuition? Do you have knowledge that you know this is a barn or no?